Hi Wesley, hi Kendra, hi Brianna. I hope you're doing well during this um, time, but I'm here to read you all three a book. It's called The Berenstein Bears and Too Much Junk Food. Bear Country was where the Bear family lived. In the big treehouse down a sunny dirt road was a happy place and a healthy place. There were lots of nooks and comfortable trees for the Bear Country folk to live in. The weather was good most of the time, and best of all, there was plenty of good, healthy food. Worms and seeds for the birds, nuts and acorns for the squirrels, grass and dandelions for the rabbits, more than enough flies for the frogs, and plenty of good nourishing food for the bears. Honey, of course, but more important, lots of fruits, vegetables, milk, fish, and fowl, which are birds. If you want to look at the pictures. The trouble was that certain bears, so here's brother and sister, had gotten into the habit of eating not so healthy foods when watching TV. See, there's Mama Bear and brother and sister bear eating junk food and watching TV at the movies and at the mall. In fact, it seemed to Mama Bear that any time was snack time. And look, they're at the mall eating gumballs. At first, she hadn't paid much attention, but then one day, when the cubs were raiding the pantry, so a pantry is like a cabinet in which you have food in, Mama noticed something. The cubs were getting a little chubby, and she took a closer look just to be sure. Yes, they were chubbier from the side, so look, if you look, they're getting chubby, and they're eating, looks like licorice or candy bars, I can't tell. They were chubbier from the front and from the back, so it shows them from side, the front here, and the back. And Mama Bear doesn't look too happy. Well, there was no question about it. Brother and sister were going to have to stop eating all that junk food. But Mama, they protested, we're growing bears and we need those snacks. You're growing all right, said Mama. The trouble is, you're growing from side to side as much as you are up and down. Sometimes cubs get into bad habits, and you've gotten into the bad habit of eating altogether too many sweets and goodies. So look, Mama's taken away their sweets and goodies, and they're not happy. We're going to have to get back to healthy, nourishing food. She gathered up all the goodies in one big load, so here's her gathering them up and putting them back into the pantry. Mama, cried Sister Bear, what are you doing? You're not going to throw them away, cried Brother. No, we're going to put them in the freezer and forget about them, she said, and there's no use arguing. So look, she's taken them and putting them in the freezer. That's right, agreed Papa. So that's Daddy Bear. Coming in from his shop, there's no use arguing with your mother. When she's made up her mind, then looking into the refrigerator, he said, oh dear, we're out of Sweetsy Cola. Be sure to get some next time we're at the supermarket. Our Sweetsy Cola days are over, said Mama, as she pushed all the goodies into the freezer. 2 packages fell to the floor. Say, shouted Papa. What are you doing with my sugar balls and cocoa chums? They're going into the freezer and we're going to forget about them, cried Brother. We're going to eat healthy, nourishing food instead. Just a minute, said Papa. But as he leaned over to pick up his precious goodies, there was a loud rip. Papa's snack habits had caught up with him. He had split the seat of his overalls wide open. So overalls are like pants that with straps that you can put over your shirt. So isn't that a bit funny, guys? What sort of healthy, nourishing food? Papa asked Mama as she sewed up his overalls. Vegetables, right out of the garden, of course, and fruit from the orchard. And what are we supposed to drink? Asked Papa. Try this, she said. It's called water. So there's her with a ladle of water, and the kids pumped the water into the barrel. See, that's what they did back in the old days sometimes. Sometimes they do it now on older farms. The next day, the Bear family went to the supermarket to buy some sensible food for the pantry. Mama pushed right past the sweets and goodies and stocked up on whole grain bread and cereal and fresh milk and cheese. Then she chose some fine-looking oranges and bananas, 2 fruits that didn't grow in her orchard. So look, so the first picture is them sewing the pants and then going to the grocery store or supermarket. When she was waiting in the checkout line, someone said, "I'm glad to see that cartload of nutritious food, Mama Bear." It was Dr. Grizzly, the bear's family doctor. You must believe in good food for a healthy body. I certainly do, said Mama, but I'm not sure about the rest of my family. So look, there's her talking to the doctor, and there's the rest of her family looking at the candy, wanting to get it. Dr. Grizzly took a look at Papa and the cubs. She said. I see what you mean. They look like they could use a little professional advice. Stop by my office tomorrow, please. The cubs were nervous when they all arrived at the doctor's office the next day. Do you think she'll give us some sort of shot? They wanted to know. I don't think so, said Mama. But with Dr. Grizzly, you never know. Ooh, scary. Step in here, please, she said. Said Dr. Grizzly. Oh boy, movies, said the cubs, when they saw a projector and screen. Not exactly, said the doctor, as she turned off the light. We're going to have a little slideshow. About what? Asked the cubs. You'll see, she said, and started the show. Good food for healthy bodies. In that picture. This is what your body looks like from the outside. So here's like a normal bear. And this, she said, changing the slide, is what it looks like on the inside. Wow, said the cubs. So this is basically the skeletal system and the organs. And look, there's the cubs watching the slide show. Our bodies are a marvelous system of parts called organs. And it's these parts working together that let us do all the wonderful things we can do. Climb mountains, sing songs, hit home runs, ride bikes. It's a number of systems, really. A system of nerves that lets us feel and think. So here's two pictures, both of them from the back side. So here's like the brain and the spine with the brain stem, and then here's all the nerves for the nervous system. A system that keeps the blood flowing throughout the body. A system of muscles and bones that lets us move and gives us strength. So like here's the bones and some of the flesh here, or muscles. And a system for food that lets us take in the nourishment that gives us energy and keeps all the other systems healthy. So here's, the liver, kidneys, and the intestine. That's your stomach there. That helps you digest food. The last slideshow showed different kinds of foods and told how they helped the body. Papa looked for sugar balls and cocoa chums, but they were nowhere to be seen. So here's the 4 food groups. So here's meats, fish, turkey, red meat, which is like steak or beef, eggs, and nuts. I don't know if you knew that, but peanuts are actually protein. So protein, and then the dairy section. So milk, cheese, yogurt, and some more cheese. And then here's vegetables. So like radishes, carrots, cucumbers, eggplant, green beans, cabbages. Oh, yes, I forgot about the fruits here. Grapes, bananas, peaches, apples, pears, plums, oranges, some good stuff like that. And then finally here's the carbs, as you would call them. So there's bread, honey, so sugar, stuff like that, and cereal. So it says, build up the body and muscle. That's what protein does. Dairy makes strong bodies and teeth. And then the vegetables and fruits give the body vitamins and fiber. And then the breads and sugars give the body energy. Now, said Dr. Grizzly, turning on the lights, I'll do my best to keep you healthy if you'll promise to do your part by eating the right foods. We promise, said Brother, but Sister had a question. About sweets and goodies, what harm do they do? So they're asking the doctor. And then here's the doctor down here. Most of them, answered the doctor, aren't very nourishing. Instead of helping build up and strengthen our bodies, they just pile up as extra fat like this. So she's pointing to Papa Bear. She took a pinch of Papa's waist and got quite a handful. Ouch, said Papa. Isn't that funny, Wesley and Brianna and Kendra? And even worse, they fill you up, so you're not hungry for the food your body really needs. Then they're here leaving the doctor's office. And as the bears were leaving, just a minute, she added. Uh-oh, a shot? Thought the cubs. But that wasn't it at all. Exercise, called the doctor. An exercise program is important for good health, too. And it will work of those extra inches. So exercises like running, what you do in gym class, and other exercises that you do, as you get older, they get more intense. Well, said brother, there's no time like right now. Let's jog home. And off went the cubs with Papa puffing behind. So there's the cubs running very fast, and then there's Papa trying to keep up with them, and Mama's waving them bye-bye to see them later. At first it was a little strange, just eating good, healthy food. For a while they could almost taste the sugar balls and cocoa chums they weren't snacking on. So look, they're eating healthy food here, and then they're thinking about their candies and sweets and stuff like that, and chips. But Mama was always ready with healthy goodies. So apple slices for TV. So you see them eating apple slices while watching TV. And raisins for the movie instead of popcorn. Frozen yogurt at the mall. And crisp, crunchy carrot sticks. Just about any time. They almost look like sweet potato fries, but they're not. The Bears started a family program of jogging and exercise. So when the Bear Country 3-mile run was announced, they were slimmed down and ready. So look, they're going for their 3-mile run, and they're about to start with the referee about to start the running meet. Though they didn't win, they didn't come in last either, not even Papa. They won a prize for being the only family to finish the whole race. They were all excited and proud, especially Papa. So look, there's the sign saying, First Annual Bear Country 3-mile run. And then there's Mama, Papa, brother, and sister bear getting their prize. And for a little fact, 3 miles, so if you've ever heard of a 5K run, that's a 3-mile run. 5K means 5 kilometers, which is a different system of measurement some countries use. I know what he said. Let's celebrate by opening up the freezer and have a carrot stick, interrupted brother. And some nuts and raisins, added sister. So Papa was thinking about getting candy right after, and Mama has her little disappointed face while brother and sister are eating their good, healthy foods. And Papa did. The end. So there's Papa and Mama, sister and brother bear all eating healthy. Well, that's it for today, Wesley, Brianna, and Kendra. I'll see you next week. Have a good time.